yards.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm on. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Point is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Come on, D. Mike, check, 59.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
At 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's going to run again. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, G. Check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go.
They go play action with Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Exit. Dragon 60. Set. Tempo.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
But it brings up.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Started to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down at the 18.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Fournette on the counter.
Here I come again.
Leonard Fournette.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Yeah, baby.
Here's Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run with Murray. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go. Leave it, ring up 48. Hey, watch that.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went.
Oh, they're on him too quickly. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now a carry for Dillon. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Flush to his right. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, steamer. Check 43.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Dolphin first down.
They'll run now with Dillon, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Dillon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
on 3rd down, Burrow rolling to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their
Denver offense at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Play fake, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They gonna need
On second down, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
Mike 54. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Burrow will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain there of 21 yards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
You get nothing and like it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Chris Boswell on
defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. He's going to look deep for more.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, Murray. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Dolphins.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.